This Snowflake topic video is about virtual warehouses, which make up 18% of the SnowPro Core exam. If you haven't yet watched my introduction video, I really recommend that you watch it first. The Snowflake Virtual Warehouse layer is often called the compute layer and is sometimes called the query processing layer. Virtual warehouses is not where Snowflake data is stored. Be sure to watch my video on storage. To be clear, storage can increase or decrease without any effect on the virtual warehouse size, and compute can be scaled up, down, out, or in, and there is no effect on the storage used. Compute resources are used when users are querying the data and also used for data loading. For data loading jobs, the compute resources can be provided by user-managed virtual warehouses or Snowflake-managed services. To facilitate querying immediately after a session is initiated, Snowflake supports specifying a default warehouse for each individual user. In addition, the default warehouses for users, any of the Snowflake clients can have a default warehouse, and there are options to change the warehouses to be used to run a SQL command within a specific worksheet. On the worksheet's context drop-down menu, you'll notice the size of the warehouse is listed in parentheses after the warehouse name, and the status of the warehouse is also listed. Scaling is supported in two ways: scaling up and down, which are manual processes to resize the virtual warehouse, and scaling in and out, which are automated processes. Note that a virtual warehouse can be resized while queries are running, and only subsequent queries make use of the new warehouse size. The Snowflake credits consumed are billed by the second with a minimum of 60 seconds. Snowflake credits consumed are determined by the warehouse size, the number of clusters if using multi-cluster warehouses, and how long in seconds the warehouse runs. By default, a virtual warehouse consists of a single cluster of servers, but with multi-cluster warehouses, Snowflake supports allocating a larger pool of resources to each warehouse. If you choose a Snowflake edition that has elastic data warehousing, you will need to configure the scaling policy, either economy or standard, and also state the minimum and maximum clusters. Elastic data warehousing can be enabled in enterprise and business-critical Snowflake editions, as well as in virtual private Snowflake. The two types of modes for multi-cluster is maximized and auto-scale. Snowflake's resource monitors allow administrators to set thresholds and triggers to track credit usage. Note that account admins are the only users that can receive resource monitor notifications. However, by default, Snowflake notifications are disabled. Notifications can be enabled through the preferences in the Snowflake web interface. An email address must be provided and verified if notifications are desired. There can be only one resource monitor at the account level, and an account level resource monitor cannot override a resource monitor assignment for individual warehouses. Resource monitor triggers can be set to suspend immediately, or notify. There are three Snowflake caches: the result and metadata caches, which do not require a virtual warehouse, and the virtual warehouse cache, which does require a virtual warehouse, just like the centralized database storage requires a virtual warehouse. So there are no compute charges for the result and metadata caches. An important point to remember is that the warehouse cache is purged when the warehouse is suspended. And a final point is that Snowflake caches are automatically invalidated if the underlying data changes. You'll find more topic videos on YouTube, and be sure to reach out to me on Twitter or LinkedIn and let me know if you have any questions or if I can help you on your Snowflake certification journey. Thanks so much.